Part 3 of 4, Swami Vishnu-devananda talks about himself and Master Sivananda.
So also if I had gone to Navy, I would become near Jalandhar, which is not very far away from Rishikesh. I would have gone to Bombay or some other place. I had never opportunity to see. So anything if I had taken the wrong road, always back into his mission. So the depot battalion came, my friends are all gone to Iran, Iraq and Italy, and my life became much easier now. There's orderly to look after things and it's mostly office work. And so my karma became a little better now. It's more leisure. So that friends, other kinds of friends came, we used to talk all about nonsense every evening. But as I told you last time, then one day it arose, what is life? After one quarrel, next morning I found a small leaflet in my office, and that opened my eyes. I want to see this man now. Who is this man? Who is this Swami Sivananda? With great difficulty I found at that time ashram was well not known. Rishikesh is almost a remote part of the world for me. And I want to get off 2 days off on weekends from the camp. Generally they don't give, on weekends we are allowed to go only to the city for 4 hours. You must get a special permit to leave the camp. And rest of the days we are not allowed to leave the camp. So on Saturday or Sunday they give 4 hours special permit to leave the camp within 4 hours. That's all maximum we are allowed to go. And now I'm asking 2 days off all the way to go to Rishikesh. So I played a small application to my superior. And what happened, I don't know, he granted, which never does. So I just took off my 2 days off and went to Rishikesh. First time I saw Haridwar. Early morning, I took my first holy bath in the Ganges, according to the Hindus. Holy bath in the Ganges is to remove all sins. So I was brought up in a Hindu religion, so I took with great faith to wash all my sins. And then took the next bus, return bus, I take from Haridwar to Rishikesh and back. Because I had to catch the evening train back. I don't have much time now left. So I can go to Rishikesh, just have seen this man and then come back. That's all my desire. So I arrived Sunday, I think in May or June, I think. June 46. Yes, almost 20 years ago. 46, 56. Almost 21 almost. And Master, I left and arrived there. Rishikesh, and this bus goes and stops just in front of the, not far away from the ashram. From that onwards, the pilgrims has to all walk around this. There's a hanging bridge, and cross the hanging bridge, go to Sarvashram, where Master used to do penance before, and then pilgrims will cross across the ferry. A free ferry is given, and the ferry comes and stops back again in front of the bus where the ashram is situated. So first I didn't go to ashram, I took the walk with the pilgrims, so I want to find out what it's all about. And you saw on the way a lot of holy men and swamis with orange robes and bears and every type of people you will see. And then came to Sarvashram and then crossed the ferry, took the ferry and came to ashram. Ashram was in a very poor state at that time. During the war, everything was slow. And the kitchen was in dilapidated state. But as I came, Master was sitting. I expected that he must be sitting on a tiger skin, all the ideas I had about how a saint should look like, and people will be all standing with reverence and so forth. But I came and I saw a few pilgrims and visitors came to see him, and he was sitting on a platform, a concrete platform, and the rest of them, some of them standing, some of them sitting and asking several questions, just like a press conference going on there. But when I look at him, one thing is quite different. He is not like any other person I ever seen in my life. I could never forget the first time I ever seen. It is nothing but a man. When he's nice, the face just literally looks like a sun, and his body is literally glowing. His skin is so soft, and there is light emanating from his body all the time. That's my first experience. And I was only a small boy, there were so many people there, and everyone was asking questions. I never even dared to ask a question to such a man. So I was satisfied. I just silently back and left the place. I didn't ask one question, I only stood for 1 minute there, that's all my first contact. And he didn't see me, I was far away in the crowd. I left, went back to my camp in time. When I had my leave, after some time, 28 days, you get first time leave. My parents were by that time were all didn't know what happened to me, and I didn't reach the cousins, and there are big things going on at the back home. At last I wrote only after 3 months or 4 months only I wrote where I was. And by that time I already contacted my master, and I knew I met him. Everything all happened so fast. So now going back to home. So first thing I'll stay 2 days at least in his ashram and say learn what I can learn from him. So I want to find out more about it. So I just came back in a small, this thing I got out of the rickshaw, that is the conveyance from the Rishikesh, and then I was just going to his cottage, his ashram. At that time he was also coming from his afternoon, I think he go to the small office there. He finished his office work and he's returning back into his cottage in the Ganges band. And there's a small group of his disciples following him as a procession. And I was still egoistic and I was a learned person. I don't want to go before a saint or a man because I'm more educated than anyone else I knew. And it is a customary that we have to go before a Swami, especially a saint like Swami Sivananda. Naturally we had to go, and I didn't like it. So I just moved away from the path so that the procession go away and I need not go. And to avoid the frustration, just prostrating before a saint, I just moved out and took in a corner and stayed there. But as the procession came and suddenly it stopped and it just came to my direction. And he asked me, are you coming from Jalandhar? I said, yes. And then he prostrated before me. I never tried to prostrate before me. He touched my feet. And he taught the first lesson, the humility, which I didn't have, even still very little I have. That's my first lesson I received. And absolutely a saint that ministers, prime ministers and presidents all come to and go before him. Here is a man, absolutely a stranger, a stupid boy standing with all his egoism. I think all about, I knew about the world, about things, and he just come and has to get away from his actual path and come off from the path and to ask a question and to teach me a first lesson. And that's my experience. So I learned from him. He's not like any other Swami or a saint, because all of Swamis will never go with another man, my God. If a Swami goes before another person, his spirituality has gone down. They never go, they always keep their head high. The moment you become Swami, you are not allowed to go before anyone. That's the rule. And here is a man broke all those rules, and not only young man, old man, children, doesn't matter, anyone he prostrated before, animal, doesn't matter what it is. So in his practical life he showed humility. That's my first lesson. Second lesson, to cut short, it is Friday evening. It was they were worshipping the Ganges. It's a beautiful time. Everyone is enjoying, and the atmosphere is marvelous. Because first time you come, everything is wonderful, anywhere, any spiritual. After some time you stay, things become, you don't see the same beauty. But the first experience was marvelous. And the disciple of Swami Sivananda came with flowers and made a small tiny paper lamps, and they were floating the paper lamps on the Ganges, and they were worshipping the Ganges. It's Friday is devoted for worshipping the Ganges, a flowing river. For me, I'm skeptical, and though I was brought up in a Hindu religion, I don't care about all those kind of rituals. So I was just thinking, what kind of foolish disciples Sivananda is having? They don't know ABCD of anything, they don't know anything about H2O, the water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. I learned all about it in the school, I know everything about it. Just illiterate disciples, I was just feeling myself as superior to them. So I was just observing their whole ceremony, just more as curiosity seeker. And suddenly Sivananda also came and joined his disciples. And I said, what kind of man he is? He's not an ordinary man. He is saint. Not only that, he also was a medical doctor. He knows all about H2O. So why he used to worship a flowing river? I was thinking like that. And just at that moment he turned back, just a second, and looked at me. I was mentally thinking, and the thought reached him, and just look at it, and look at this foolish boy. He knows everything, he knows because he knows a little bit of H2O. And then there comes my second lesson. Everything changed. The whole Ganges vanished. With a one bright light, everything merged. Just giving one simple message. Everything is God. Even this flowing Ganges is God. The mighty Himalayas is God. there is nothing except light appears. So he thought, do not use your intellect to find out the truth. Truth is far beyond your understanding. You are nothing in spiritual life. You are not even ABCD. See, so he taught me second lesson. Well, that's enough for me. No more. Because I am not ready for anything else beyond that. Then I went home, and then it came next year, 1947. It was Diamond Jubilee celebration. The war is finished, and they asked me whether I would like to continue to stay, and they will make me big officer, and they make me promotions and everything. I said, finish my army life. I got what I want. I go back home. I thought of settling as a simple school teacher and becoming a teacher and help these boys, illiterate boys in my hometown, in village. They don't have much education. I think that's the best profession, I thought. So I can carry on my meditation, my helping these children. And so I tried to settle in my hometown. But 47 came, and I had to undergo special teachers training course for this purpose. Anyhow, the invitation comes for its birthday celebration, which they sent to every audience. And that comes my last understanding. My home life is coming to an end. By that time I was now almost 18 now. I want to go and visit Master for his birthday and get his blessing. Now I didn't see him more than a year now. So I collected enough money to got the return ticket, and 15 days I took off to leave, and I was supposed to be back within 15 days. My mother was following to the railway, to the bus station. As she was following, and about to get into the bus, I looked at her, and there was a message, I will never see her again back home. I said, what are you talking? I'm coming back in 15 days. But no, I won't come back. That's not the message. I was terrified. Still, no, I cannot leave my parents. I was so attached to them. I was still, and how can I go? But that was the message. I left. In fact, so many things happened on the journey, which I'm going to skip off.